Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Heavenly Parent Holy Community Oceania Morning Hundoke, together with Reverend Romel Pinson on this Wednesday, the 24th of June 2026, or the 10th of May in the 14th year of Chongelguk. Thank you all for coming, and let's begin with a bow to our true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind. 전지 전파님께 경배. 바로. And let's recite our family pledge both in Korean and English.
가존맨세 3. 전국 주인 우리 가족은 참 사랑을 중심하고 4대 심정권과 3대 왕권과 판조권을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다.
Family pledge number 3. Our family, the owner of Chongelguk, pledges to perfect the 4 great realms of heart, the 3 great kingships, and the realm of the royal family by centering on true love. Thank you. And I'd like to share Mother's prayer that she gave at the original Holy Wine Benediction prayer, the Chombo original Holy Wine Benediction prayer, which was on the 28th of January 2020. Dearest and most noble Heavenly Parent, you had a dream. You created everything in your image. And finally, you created our first ancestors, a man and a woman. You looked forward to the day when they would be able to complete their responsibility. However, that did not happen. As a result, you had no choice but to look for your lost children over a long 6,000 years. We, the true parents, are aware of the circumstances and the heart with which you could only carry out this arduous providence of salvation and restoration through indemnity. For the first time in 6,000 years, you sent to this land your only begotten daughter, who can complete the providence, and the Messiah at the second coming, who had promised to return and who can bring Christianity to fruition, finally came. However, the Christian sphere that you prepared for true parents has not yet become one with your providence. As the true parents, and knowing well how eagerly heaven has awaited this day, we began. Through our holy wedding in 1960, the work of the blessing that gives birth and resurrection. Today, there are many blessed families established around the world. Now, on the foundation of having fulfilled the standard of national restoration that I, your only begotten daughter, and the true mother, promised to accomplish in front of you within the 7-year providential course that followed True Father's ascension, the Chombo Providence, which will enable blessed families around the world to stand in the position of having fulfilled their responsibilities as blessed families, has begun. Heavenly Parent, please remember your children, of whom you are proud. May you guide and protect all the blessed families inducted as Chombo, so that they may all advance toward and soon bring about the day when you can realize throughout the world your dream and hope, which you have yearned to realize for so long. This will be the day on which you can say, everything has been accomplished. It is all fulfilled. Thank you. I pray and proclaim all these things in true parents' name are due. And before we welcome up Reverend Rommel, I'd like to share this praise song. Please enjoy.
All who've gone before us and all who will believe will sing the song of ages to the Lamb. Your name is the highest, your name is the greatest, your name stands above them all. All thrones and dominions, all powers and positions, your name stands above them all, and the angels cry, holy, all creation cries, holy, you are lifted high, holy, holy forever. If you've been forgiven and if you've been redeemed, sing a song forever to the Lamb. If you walk in freedom and if you bear God's name, sing a song forever to the Lamb. We'll sing a song forever and amen. And the angels cry, holy, all creation's cries, holy, you are lifted high, holy, holy forever. Hear children sing, holy, to the Queen of Queens, holy, you will always be, holy, holy forever. Your name is the high.
Holy Mother Ram, verdadeira mãe, não se preocupe, nós iremos te proteger.
Stands above them all.
홀리 마더 참어머니, 당신의 직계자녀들이 여기 모였습니다. 전체와 나눠주시자. 차렷 경례 바로
Thank you. And let's welcome up Reverend Rommel this morning.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Good morning, all blessed families, our dear leaders, and blessed families of Oceania. Good morning, God. Good morning, true parents. Our source of inspiration, taken from the value of true parents in heaven's providence, heavenly parents, holy community, John 1, chapter 2, pages 70 to 76. Heavenly Parents, ideal of true parents. The Creator, Heavenly Parent, had a dream and created all things of the creation, and finally created men and women in Creator's image, letting them pass through a period of growth to reach perfection. This means that the Creator desired to live together with all human beings, with perfected hearts. The dream of the Creator, Heavenly Parent, was to lead the true parents and all the sons and daughters, while living together in the kingdom of heaven, in the visible earthly world. And then, when the kingdom of heaven, and then when the true parents depart from the earthly world to the spirit world, Heavenly Parent will remain with them and guide the eternal heavenly world together with them. True Mother, October 31, 2024, Chan Jong-gung.
So in this passage of True Mother's speech, it shows our Heavenly Parents' dream and our Heavenly Parents' ideals before our Heavenly Parent even started everything from the creation. And at first, Heavenly Parents thought of creating Adam and Eve was to reach all these things. First, to let them really pass through a period of growth to reach perfection. But because the history went in a way that Adam and Eve didn't able to reach perfection, that's why all throughout history we can really see how determined our Heavenly Parents is. And finally, our true parents came and really reached perfection and reached that level where our true parents can become one, finally become one with our Heavenly Parent. So we can really see that true parents is the realization of Heavenly Parents' dream, the starting point of the realization of Heavenly Parents' dream. And from that, centering on true parents, together, all of us, the blessed families, can be able to build this world honoring our Heavenly Parents and building that channel group world, and that we are in at this time. This time is already the 14th year of Chanago, and our mission is continuous until really such time that all people can recognize and can attend our Heavenly Parents and true parents.
Continuation. In order to attend and serve their parents completely, children must understand their parents' hearts. Likewise, in order for people who are born as children of Heavenly Parent to fully attend and serve Heavenly Parent, they must be able to resonate with Heavenly Parent's heart. They must also clearly understand what kind of dream it was that motivated Heavenly Parent to create all things and human beings in the beginning.
Yeah, it is very true that we as Heavenly Parents' children, really our only path is to be able to reach to that level where we can be able to resonate with our Heavenly Parents' heart. And from that resonance, we can be able to perceive our Heavenly Parents' thought, and eventually can be able to realize our Heavenly Parents' dream as our own. Resonance is when we can be able to see that the dream of Heavenly Parent is not separate as our dream, and that our Heavenly Parent's heart is not separate with our own heart. So that is the real meaning of resonance.
The dream of the Creator, Heavenly Parent, is the purpose of creation that must be fulfilled together with human beings. In brief, that dream is to fulfill the ideal of true parents. When the first human beings, a man and a woman who were created in the image of Heavenly Parent, matured to reach perfection of heart through their own conscious effort, and then become a couple, Heavenly Parent wanted to be present at the center of their love, dwell within them, and become true parents together with them. True parents on earth, Heavenly Parent wanted to give birth to children, govern all things, experience the joy of love, live in the kingdom of heaven on earth, and then go to the spirit world and live with those children forever. Thus, the fulfillment of Heavenly Parent's dream begins from the point when true parents appear on earth. Therefore, we can say that Heavenly Parent's dream is completing the ideal of true parents. The core of the ideal of true parents is as follows.
Yeah, as I reflected on it, yeah, starting from the creation of Adam and Eve, we can really see that Heavenly Parents' first and top ideal is to be able to create the image of true parents. And because Adam and Eve started the wrong way from the very base, they weren't able to reach that perfection of heart through their own conscious effort. Yes, they became a couple, but in a way that they are not centered to the love of Heavenly Parent, and wasn't able to first reach the first blessing. So that's why from that, in pursuit of really perfecting the ideal and the emergence of true parents, that our Heavenly Parent has been guiding the history until such time that we can live here in this era where we can be able to live with our beloved true parents. So in these following slides that we will be reading, as I reflected on it, it will be in the lens of our heavenly parents, the way our heavenly parents think of, and our heavenly parents ideals of true parents. So yeah, we can be able to learn about the ideal of true parents in the lens of our heavenly parent.
First, Heavenly Parents' ideal of true parents originated from Heavenly Parents' Shimjung heart. Shimjung is an emotional impulse to love endlessly. It is the source of true love that can be suppressed, a love that longs to give and give to others, and then to forget that you have given. However, in order to love, there must be a counterpart to receive the love. So Heavenly Parent, in the quiet state before creation, felt an earnest desire for such a partner for sharing love and began to envision what that partner should be like. The center of the concept of creation was true parents who would realize Heavenly Parents' dream together. Creation began with this heart as the motivation. The expansion of the universe began with the Big Bang, and the Heavenly Parent infinite heart also exploded in the earnest search for partners with whom to share love.
Yeah, in this first heavenly parents ideal of true parents, we can really see that, yeah, true parents is the result of our heavenly parents simjong, or this uncontrollable, unsuppressed love of our heavenly parent. Now, because of that very strong motivation to love, that's why true parents emerge. And yeah, before true parents, all the creation emerge, and then eventually the main goal is to kind of really produce the true parents, because true parents is the very ideal of heavenly parents simjong, or heart, or we can say that true parents is the very reflection of heavenly parents simjong and heart, and also true parents is the very result of heavenly parents simjong or heart.
Second, those who realize the ideal of the true parent together with heavenly parent are born as direct sons and daughters of heavenly parent. Those who can ultimately realize love with heavenly parent must be beings who resemble heavenly parent with a character grounded in love. What kind of being most closely resemble heavenly parent? Is It is none other than heavenly parent's unique son and daughter, who resemble heavenly parent in heart and substance, and have inherited true love, true life, and true lineage. That is the only begotten Son and only begotten daughter. Therefore, the one who can realize heavenly parents' ideal of true parents are those born as heavenly parents' direct son and daughter, the only begotten son and the only begotten daughter.
Yeah, in this passage, first from heavenly parents simjong, the very result was the true parents, and really the true parents are the direct sons and daughters of Heavenly Parent. Yeah, it is said here that the only begotten son and the only begotten daughter are the ones who can realize Heavenly Parents' ideal of true parents. That is in the lens of our Heavenly Parent, but we knew that the history wasn't able to achieve that way because the only begotten Son, Jesus, was crucified, and yeah, his mission was continued by the second coming, which is our beloved true Father. And yeah, true Father together with true Mother as the only begotten daughter together became the true parents here in this time and era.
Third, Heavenly Parents' ideal of true parents is realized through human beings successfully completing their growing period. The Creator, Heavenly Parent, gave all things of creation a growing period. All things in heaven and earth grow and become perfected through three orderly stages: the formation stage, the growth stage, and the completion stage. Aside from human beings, the things of the creation grow to perfections naturally over time, following the laws of nature. However, because human beings have not only a physical body, but also spirit body, they must experience the heart of Heavenly Parent. During their period of growth, understand the principle of the creation, and practice those principles in order to reach perfection. They must have an attitude of absolute faith, absolute love, and absolute obedience toward Heavenly Parent. Become pure men and women with pure bodies and minds, and grow to individual perfections, becoming one with Heavenly Parent, true love. Human beings who have completed this process of growth are granted the right to dominion over all things of creation, together with Heavenly Parent. While people are working to complete their spiritual growth through their own conscious effort and advance to a place of perfections, Heavenly Parents remains with them and protects them while waiting for them to complete their growth.
Yeah, as I reflected on it, yeah, true parents are the ones who really completed their growing period and have reached to that level of perfection of heart. And also reminds me that this is also our calling, that we also need to complete our growing period as well, emulating the and following the life of our true parents, that our goal also is to be able to reach that perfection of heart in character for our own conscious effort. Yeah, and that very ideal and that very wish is also the very thing that applied to Adam and Eve from the very beginning, that Heavenly Parent wanted Adam and Eve to complete their growing period, but because they couldn't because of the fall, that's why all throughout history up until this time the world has been corrupted, that instead of building that ideal kingdom of heaven on earth, we can really see that this world is very corrupted. Yeah, many wars are going on and many hatred amongst brothers and sisters, nation to nation, and neighbor to neighbor. And yeah, selfishness have covered the world. And yeah, our heavenly parents ideal didn't stop, and throughout history and have guided humanity to be able to send the true parents, and centering from true parents, recover this corrupted world and really make it into an ideal world centering on heavenly parent, the ideal world or kingdom of heaven on earth. And yeah, because this is our assignment also to become perfected in our own growing period. That's why true parents have been guiding us to love unconditionally so that we can be able to reach that perfection through loving our ancestors, through ancestors' liberation, and also loving 430 families as our tribe. So I believe this is our heavenly parents and true parents' way to recover our selfish hearts and to become that heavenly heart and eventually reach perfection until such time that all the people can love one another and all of us can really realize that kingdom of heaven on earth. Yeah.
Fourth, Heavenly Parents' ideal of true parents is realized when the only begotten Son and only begotten daughter who have completed their growing period become a couple and form a family centered on heavenly parents' love. The only begotten Son and only begotten daughter, the son and daughter in the lineage of heavenly parent, separately resemble heavenly Father and heavenly Mother. Through their holy wedding, they become a true couple and living with oneness of heart, oneness of body, oneness of thought, and oneness in harmony, come to fully resemble Heavenly Parent. When we say that they fully resemble Heavenly Parent, it means that they become Heavenly Parent's body. Heavenly Parent is present within their love and their lives, giving birth to children together, becoming the true parents and forming a true family. A true family established around the true parents in this way can expand infinitely to tribes, peoples, nations, and the world, and the universe. Thus, realizing one family of humankind, attending Heavenly Parent, which is the kingdom of heaven on earth and in the spirit world.
Yeah, from this passage, after that chosen human being, a son and a daughter, completed their responsibility and have reached perfection, the ideal of true parents is realized when this perfected son and daughter, the only begotten son and the only begotten daughter, can become a couple after they have reached their individual perfection. And yeah, looking back at history, Jesus perfected his first blessing, the individual character and the perfection of heart, centering on his conscious effort. but sadly he cannot go to proceed to the second blessing because the only begotten daughter cannot be born at that time because of the lack of preparedness in the environment. That's why, yeah, Jesus, with his individual perfection, have passed on that mission to our true Father as the second coming, and true Father who continued that mission of Jesus can finally meet our beloved true mother, the only begotten daughter, and together, yeah, they can be able to stand as the true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind. So that's how the history went. And yeah, we can see that really true parents have been guiding all of us and calling all the best families as the chosen people in order to realize our heavenly parents' dream through seeing our true parents as our ultimate example on how we can live our lives here in this physical world.
Fifth, the most basic unit in the global community is the family. When Heavenly Parent's ideal of true parents is realized, families will attend the Heavenly Parent substantially. When true parents unite completely with the Heavenly Parent through love and give birth to children, those children grow up in the environment of a family, which is the place where Heavenly Parents, four major realms of heart and love can be experienced: the love of children, the love of siblings, conjugal love, and parental love. The family is like a school of love. So as people go through their lives from the stage of children to the stage of parents, they experience Heavenly Parents' love, and their parents and their hearts come to resemble Heavenly Parents' heart. In addition, in a family where Heavenly Parent is at the center, people experience and learn about the dynamics of horizontal relationships, such as those among siblings, and vertical relationships, such as those between parents and children, and then can use that understanding to guide their relationship in society. In this way, based on their experience in their families, people multiply the realms of heart of children, siblings, and parents throughout the world, with the result that the world comes to be one global family attending Heavenly Parent.
Yeah, in this passage, really our heavenly parents' ideal about having a family is very holy because, yeah, heavenly parents' ideal is in a family, all the people involved in the family, the father, the mother, and the sons and daughters, the siblings together, can experience that four great realms of heart, and that is the four great reflection of heavenly parents' love. And yeah, it is really true that a family is the basic unit in the society, and that when the family perfected the four great realms of heart, so from that basis, naturally, this members of the family can be able to know how they relate to and how they love the people that surrounds them. Yeah. And as we can see in this world this time, yeah, because there's so much killings and wars and yeah, many selfish actions have covered this world. I think it's because of the corrupted family starting from Adam and Eve. And yeah, our mission as blessed families is to really recreate families that can also receive the blessing and can be able to a family that can be able to welcome and attend our heavenly parent. Yeah, it's really true that everything starts in the family. That's why our family is very important, most especially the families of the blessed families, because we are the chosen ones who are tasked to bring all families back to our heavenly parents and true parents. And that's because our true parents existed. That's why all of us, the blessed families, can emerge and can become the chosen people here in this golden time and age.
Six, after the advent of true parents, Heavenly Parents' ideal of true parents is passed down to ensuing generations and become the model for all people to emulate and practice in their lives. Children who have inherited the love, life, and lineage of true parents, who have become one with Heavenly Parent, grow up by following the example of true parents, perfect their individuality, form true families, and join together in the loving dominion over all the things of creation. The lives of true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind, who have realized the ideal of true parents as the first ancestors of humankind, are the fundamental models that show how all people should live. Because true parents are the first ancestors of humanity, even when their children realize the ideal of true parents in their own lives, this will not change the fact that they are children of true parents. In other words, true parents are absolute, unique, unchanging, and eternal, and the descendants of true parents can never replace true parents who are their roots.
Yeah, when I read this passage, yeah, the thing that comes to my mind is how true mother entrusted the inheritors of heaven's love and blessing, the grandchildren of the true parents, and really this time they are taking ownership and have never placed themselves as the ones who will replace the true parents. They remain their filial heart towards true parents, towards true mother, and yeah, starting from that inherited blessing coming from heaven, they are really doing their best to help the providence and guide all the blessed families. Yeah. So Yeah, and also I realized that this is the very thing that we need to also to reflect on ourselves, that we should become our true parents, trusted people who can really attend our true parents and who can really attend our heavenly parent, centering on that inheritors of heaven's love and blessing, true parents, grandchildren. We can be guided, and we can be able to receive that unwavering heart to really fulfill our portion of responsibility. Yeah. And it is really true that true parents are unique, unchanging, and eternal, and no other people can replace our true parents. Yeah, even the descendants of true parents can never replace our true parents, because true parents is the root, and also true parents is the very reflection of our heavenly parents, Xinjong and heart.
Seventh, channel group, the ideal world of creation being developed by blessed families who are one with true parents, and we're called as the chosen people, is a world that resembles true parents. As the first place where heavenly parents' ideal of true parents has been realized. Channel group begins from the true parents, and it is the nation where two people become one. When the heart of true parents resonate with the hearts of their children, all of humankind, we will see the three aspects of the human heart: emotion, intellect, and will, focusing the same destination, that is the purpose of creation. The values of beauty, truth, and goodness, pursued by emotion, intellect, and will, are expressed in various aspects of human culture, such as the arts, science, philosophy, and ethics. Ultimately, a world of culture of heart is formed based on the Shimjung, heart of true parents. Although each human being has their own distinct personality, when these personalities converge and become one with the heart of true parents, the source of culture and the home of the heart, together they enjoy a harmony of diversity and unity that is grounded in one love and one truth. Looking at this world of the culture of heart from a broad perspective, we can see the true parents stand in the position of his heart, much as the human heart is at the core of human being. Therefore, Group is a nation and a world that resemble the true parents.
So in this passage, I realized that astronal group means two people become one. That two people means that first is kind of the unity of the heart of true parents towards the heart of their children, or our hearts. So when our true parents' heart and our heart can become one, so that is already Chonoguk. So, and that Chonoguk is the very nation and the very world that resembles our true parents. Yeah, personally thinking about our unity of heart to our true parents, we are very grateful that our true mother has given us Chonsimwon, so that we can be able to resonate with the heart of our true parents, and also we can establish that unity of heart with our true parents. And yeah, because of the grace of Chanshimon, our Chanshimon is like the bridge so that we can be able to connect to the heart of our true parents. And yeah, as we dive ourselves deeper into that resonance, we can be able to reach to that level of heart where our heart and feelings, our emotion, our intellect and will is the very reflection of our true parents' emotion, intellect, and will, and the very reflection of our heavenly parents' emotion, intellect, and will.
Yeah, time is
So to summarize, these are the heavenly parents' ideal of true parents. First, heavenly parents' ideal of true parents originated from our heavenly parents' simsong or heart, or the unstoppable impulse to love. And second, those who realize the ideal of true parents together with heavenly parent are born as direct sons and daughters of heavenly parent. Then third, heavenly parents' ideal of true parents is realized through human beings successfully completing their growing period. Then fourth, heavenly parents' ideal of true parents is realized when the only begotten son and only begotten daughter who have completed their growing period become a couple and form a family centered on heavenly parents' love. And then followed by fifth, the most basic unit in the global community is the family. When heavenly parents' ideal of true parents is realized, families will attend heavenly parents substantially. And then sixth, after the advent of true parents, heavenly parents' ideal of true parents is passed down to ensuing generations and become the model of all people to emulate and practice in their lives. And lastly, seven, Chanoguk, the ideal world of creation being developed by blessed families who are one with true parents and were called as the chosen people, is a world that resembles true parents. So that would be all. Thank you so much.
wow. Thank you. Thank you for sharing really great message that you presented. It's really encapsulates everything. Thank you very much. And it is time now for us to offer our unison prayer. So I'll just bring up that screen. Thank you. There it is. So let's pray. Jew, Jew, Jew. Thank you, everyone. Thank you again, Reverend Rommel and Judy. And it was actually very nice to see in the opening song, Melanie and Jacinta Moreau. I don't know if you noticed. It was very nice. So thank you, everyone. Thank you again. I hope everyone has a great day and see you all again tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye.